So, you've probably heard the buzz. There are these two new heavyweights in the world of internet, and they're promising to change everything. On one side we have Wi-Fi 7, the latest and greatest for your home network. On the other there's 5G, the mobile network that's taking over our cities. It feels like a classic showdown, a real tech battle for the crown of the fastest, most reliable internet. You might be wondering which one is better, which one you need, and what all this means for how you stream movies, play games, or just scroll through your feeds. It's a big question. And the answer isn't as simple as picking a winner. Think of it like this. You have two incredible tools, each designed for a specific job. Wi-Fi 7 is like having a supercharged private racetrack in your own house. It's built for insane speeds and connecting a ton of devices under one roof without breaking a sweat. Your gaming PC, your smart TV, your laptop, your smart lights, they all get to fly. Then there's 5G, which is more like a massive public superhighway that stretches across the entire country. It's designed to keep you connected with incredible speed no matter where you are, whether you're on a bus, walking in a park, or grabbing coffee. The interesting part is that this isn't really a fight to the death. While they seem like competitors, they're actually becoming more like partners. You'll use one without even thinking about it, and then your phone will seamlessly switch to the other. This essay is all about breaking down that relationship. We're going to dive deep into what makes Wi-Fi 7 and 5G tick. We'll look at their strengths, their weaknesses, and where each one truly shines. The goal is to demystify these technologies so you can understand what they mean for your everyday digital life. So, let's get into it. We're going to unpack the specs, check out the real-world performance, and look at what the future holds. This isn't just about numbers on a page, it's about how these advancements will affect the way you work, play, and connect with the world around you. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of this so-called showdown and realize it's more of a team-up. A very, very fast team-up. Let's start by figuring out what these two technologies actually are. Alright, let's break down the basics. First up, Wi-Fi 7. The official name is 802.11be, but nobody's calling it that. Just think of it as the next evolution of the Wi-Fi you already know and use every single day. It's the wireless signal that comes from that little box, your router, that you have plugged in at home or in the office. Wi-Fi 7 is the successor to Wi-Fi 6 and 6E, and its main goal is simple: to be ridiculously fast and handle way more devices at once. It's designed for a world where every single thing in your house, from your fridge to your speakers, might be connected to the internet. Now let's talk about 5G. The G stands for generation. So this is the 5th generation of cellular technology. This is the network that your smartphone uses when you're not connected to Wi-Fi. It's delivered by those big cell towers you see everywhere, operated by carriers like Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. 5G is the upgrade from 4G LTE, and its mission is to bring fiber-like speeds to your phone, your car, and even your home, all without a physical cable. It's about massive bandwidth and super low latency connections that are available almost anywhere you go outdoors. The key difference here is the space they're designed for. Wi-Fi 7 is a local area network, or LAN. That means it creates a private, high-speed bubble of internet in a contained area like your house. You control it, you own the router, and only your devices can use it. 5G, on the other hand, is a wide area network, or WAN. It's a public service that you pay a monthly subscription for. It's built to cover huge distances, connecting millions of people across cities and countries. They are two different approaches to the same goal: getting you online. So, to put it simply, Wi-Fi 7 is your personal indoor super network. It's for when you're at home and need the absolute best performance for demanding tasks like 4K streaming on multiple screens or competitive online gaming. 5G is your public on-the-go super network. It's what keeps you connected when you leave the house, enabling you to stream high-quality video on the train or have a crystal-clear video call from the park. They serve different purposes, but are both pushing the boundaries of what we thought wireless internet could do. Let's talk about the main event, speed. This is where both Wi-Fi 7 and 5G really flex their muscles. On paper, Wi-Fi 7 is an absolute monster. Its theoretical top speed is around 46 gigabits per second. Now, you're not going to see that in the real world, but it tells you what the technology is capable of. A more realistic expectation for a single device might be anywhere from 5 to 10 gigabits per second. That's fast enough to download a full-length 4K movie in just a few seconds. It's a huge leap from Wi-Fi 6 and is designed to handle multiple high-bandwidth devices without any lag. 5G is also incredibly fast, but its speed can vary a lot more depending on where you are and what kind of 5G you're connected to. The fastest version, called millimeter wave, can also deliver multi-gigabit speeds, but it has very short range and can be blocked by walls or even trees. The more common mid-band 5G, which is what most people experience, offers speeds that are significantly faster than 4G, often ranging from 100 megabits per second to over 1 gigabit per second. It's a massive improvement for mobile data, making everything on your phone feel instantaneous. But speed isn't the only thing that matters. There's another crucial factor called latency. Latency is the delay, or lag, between when you send a signal and when it's received. Think about online gaming. When you press a button to shoot, low latency means that action happens almost instantly on screen. High latency means there's a noticeable delay, which can be the difference between winning and losing. For video calls, low latency means conversations feel natural, without that awkward lag where you're talking over each other. Both technologies are designed to crush latency. Wi-Fi 7 and 5G both aim for ultra-low latency, getting it down to just a few milliseconds. This is a game changer. For Wi-Fi 7 at home, it means your VR headset can stream graphics from your PC with no perceptible delay, making the experience incredibly immersive. For 5G, it opens up possibilities for things like remote surgery or controlling drones from miles away with perfect precision. So while raw download speed is what gets the headlines, this reduction in lag is arguably the more important innovation, making our digital interactions feel more real-time than ever before. So you have these two incredibly powerful technologies, but where can you actually use them? This is where the biggest practical difference between Wi-Fi 7 and 5G becomes crystal clear. It all comes down to indoor versus outdoor, private versus public. Wi-Fi 7 is the king of the castle, your castle specifically. Its signal is broadcast from your router, so its coverage is limited to the area inside and immediately around your home or office. It is fundamentally a local technology, designed for high-density environments where you control the network. The range of a Wi-Fi 7 router is similar to previous generations, but it's much smarter about how it uses that range. It uses new technologies to punch through walls and avoid interference more effectively, ensuring a strong, stable signal in more corners of your house. However, it's still a contained bubble. The moment you walk down the street and out of your router's range, that connection is gone. It's not meant for mobility. It's meant to provide the ultimate internet experience in a fixed location, blanketing your personal space with an incredibly robust and fast connection for all your devices. 5G is the exact opposite. It's built for the great outdoors and for wide-scale mobility. Cellular carriers have been spending billions of dollars building out a massive infrastructure of cell towers to blanket entire cities and highways with a 5G signal. The goal is to give you a continuous, high-speed connection as you move around. Whether you're in a car, on a train, or walking through a city center, your phone should stay locked onto a strong 5G signal. It's a public utility designed for a world on the move. Of course, 5G has its own coverage challenges. The super-fast millimeter wave signals have a very short range and struggle to penetrate buildings, so you might find your connection drops from 5G to 4G when you step inside. The more widespread mid-band and low-band 5G have much better range and building penetration, but offer slower speeds. So, there's a trade-off. 5G aims to cover everywhere, but the quality of that coverage can vary. This is why your phone is so smart. It uses Wi-Fi when you're home and seamlessly switches to 5G when you leave. So, what's the magic behind the curtain? What are the key technical upgrades that make Wi-Fi 7 and 5G so much better than what came before? Let's start with Wi-Fi 7. One of its biggest new features is called multi-link operation, or MLO. In simple terms, this lets your device connect to your router using multiple radio bands at the same time. Older Wi-Fi could only use one at a time. Think of it like a highway. Previously you had to pick one lane. With MLO, your data can use 2 or 3 lanes simultaneously, which means higher speeds and a much more reliable connection. If one lane gets congested, your data just keeps flowing smoothly on the others. Another huge upgrade for Wi-Fi 7 is the use of wider channels. It doubles the channel width from 160 MHz in Wi-Fi 6 to 320 MHz. Again, using the highway analogy, this is like making the lanes themselves twice as wide. Wider lanes mean more data can travel at once, which is a straightforward way to boost maximum speed. It also uses a more advanced data encoding scheme called 4K-QM, which essentially packs more data into the same amount of signal. It's like fitting more passengers into each car on that highway. All these things work together to create a network that is not just faster but also far more efficient. 5G has its own set of impressive innovations. One of the biggest is its ability to use a much wider spectrum of radio frequencies, including the high-frequency millimeter wave bands we talked about earlier. These high frequencies were previously unused for mobile communications and can carry huge amounts of data, enabling those gigabit speeds. 5G also introduces a technology called massive MIMO, which stands for multiple input, multiple output. This allows cell towers to use a huge number of tiny antennas to talk to many devices at once, with much greater precision and less interference. Furthermore, 5G architecture uses something called beamforming. This is a really cool trick where the cell tower can focus its signal directly at your device like a spotlight, instead of just broadcasting it in all directions. This creates a stronger, more stable connection for you and reduces interference for everyone else. It also features network slicing, which allows carriers to create separate virtual networks on the same physical infrastructure. For example, they could create a super reliable, low-latency slice for emergency services, and a different slice for general consumer mobile data. These technical leaps are what make 5G a true generational shift. All this amazing new technology sounds great, but it doesn't come for free. Let's talk about the practical side of things, the costs and the limitations you might run into. For Wi-Fi 7, the biggest hurdle right now is the hardware. To get the benefits of Wi-Fi 7, you need both a Wi-Fi 7 router and Wi-Fi 7 compatible devices, like a new smartphone or laptop. As of today, in mid-2025, these are still premium products. A good Wi-Fi 7 router can cost several $100s, significantly more than a Wi-Fi 6 model, and the list of compatible client devices is still growing. Another limitation for Wi-Fi 7 is that its performance is only as good as the internet plan coming into your house. You can have the most powerful router in the world, but if you're only paying for a 100 megabits per second internet plan from your provider, that's the fastest speed you're going to get to the outside world. Wi-Fi 7's real power is unlocked when you have a multi-gig fiber internet plan. It excels at distributing that incredible speed wirelessly throughout your home, but it can't create speed out of thin air. So, upgrading to Wi-Fi 7 often means you need to think about upgrading your internet service as well. On the 5G side, the costs are a bit different. You don't buy the infrastructure, you subscribe to it through your mobile carrier. Most new smartphones sold today are already 5G enabled, so the device cost isn't as much of a barrier anymore. However, the best 5G performance is often tied to more expensive, unlimited data plans. Some carriers might also charge a premium for access to their fastest ultra-capacity or ultra-wideband 5G networks. There's also the option of 5G home internet, which is a direct competitor to traditional cable and fiber, but its availability is still limited to certain areas. The main limitation for 5G remains coverage. While the coverage maps look impressive, the actual on-the-ground experience can vary. You might have blazing fast 5G in the city center, but it could drop to a slower version or even 4G as you move into the suburbs or rural areas. And as mentioned, getting a strong 5G signal inside a large building can still be a challenge. So, while 5G promises to connect everything everywhere, the reality is that the rollout is an ongoing process, and the quality of your connection is highly dependent on your location. So after all that, who wins the ultimate internet showdown? The answer is, you do. It's become clear that Wi-Fi 7 versus 5G was never the right way to look at it. This isn't a competition where one technology has to fail for the other to succeed. Instead, it's about two powerful technologies that complement each other perfectly. They are two essential pieces of the same puzzle, working together to provide a seamless, continuous, and incredibly fast internet experience no matter where you are or what you're doing. The future isn't about choosing one over the other, it's about leveraging both. Think about your typical day. You wake up at home and your phone is connected to your powerful Wi-Fi 7 network, quickly downloading podcasts for your commute. Your laptop is on the same network, ready for a high-resolution video conference call with zero lag. Then you leave the house. The moment you step out of your Wi-Fi's range, Your phone automatically and seamlessly switches over to the 5G network. You can stream high-quality music or watch videos on the bus to work without a single buffer. You arrive at the office, and your phone connects to the corporate Wi-Fi network. This seamless handoff is the magic of our connected future. This partnership will enable experiences we're only just beginning to imagine. At home, Wi-Fi 7 will power truly immersive, augmented and virtual reality, cloud gaming that feels identical to playing on a local console, and a smart home where dozens of devices communicate instantly. Outside, 5G will power smart cities with intelligent traffic lights, provide instant connectivity for autonomous cars, and allow for massive multiplayer AR games that take place in the real world. One technology masters the private indoor space, while the other masters the public, mobile space. Ultimately, the best way to think about Wi-Fi 7 and 5G is as a team. They are both pushing the boundaries of wireless technology, and the innovations in one often inspire innovations in the other. As a user, you don't really need to pick a side. Your devices are smart enough to choose the best connection for the moment. The real takeaway is that our world is about to get a whole lot faster and more connected, both indoors and out. So, instead of worrying about which one is better, get excited about the new possibilities that both will unlock together. The future is